Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today I'm going to be doing a vinyl haul. Someone asked me to do this in my Q&A video. I just thought I'd make my separate video for it since I have such a big collection of vinyl. I've been collecting vinyl since 2020, and so far my collection has grown a lot. So let's get into it. First, we have Yours Truly by Ariana Grande. This is just the black pressing. I got this one at Barnes & Noble's, and I was so excited when I found it, because I was like, oh my god, this is super duper rare. But then she came out with the picture disc like a day later. So I was like, oh. I think my favorite song off this album is Baby I or Right There. This one is probably one of my favorite pressings since it's so unique, and I don't think actually, that's a lie, I have something like this. It's a clear vinyl. My favorite on here is probably Ghostin' or In My Head. Now for the last one in my Ariana collection, Positions. This is the Target exclusive glow in the dark vinyl. I think my favorite song off of this one is either Nasty or My Hair. I'm gonna try to see if I could get it to do the glow in the dark thing. This is the vinyl in the dark. I think it's really cool. Moving on to Billie Eilish. This is the Don't Smile at Me EP. This is also a Target exclusive. I get a lot of my vinyl from Target. Pressing is really cool. It's the only splatter vinyl that I have. My favorite song off this is Party Fever. Then we have When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? This one is also a glow-in-the-dark vinyl. I will not be showing you that because I nearly just died from showing you my Ariana one. So yeah, my favorite song off of this is either Ilo Milo or 8. Billie is one of the only artists that I have like all of her albums on vinyl. This is Happier Than Ever. Once again, Target edition. I think this is one of my favorite like packaging for an album or like photo shoot, because this photo shoot is literally so angelic. This is definitely my favorite album and photo shoot that she's ever had. With the vinyl, the really pretty blue color. And my favorite off this album is Billie Bossa Nova and Haley's Comet. Now for my last Billie vinyl, Hit Me Hard and Soft. I actually didn't get this one at Target. I got this at Hot Topic, which I kind of regret since this is only the black pressing. I don't like black pressing. Why would you do black pressing when there's so many variations of like colors you could do? My favorite song off this album is Wildflower. Now I have Conan Gray Super 8. Once again, Target exclusive. And surprisingly, this one isn't red, because I know Target loves the red vinyl. This is a really pretty green color. It's almost similar to my Evermore one, but my Evermore one is a bit more clear than this. Favorite songs off of this are Summer Child and Footnote. Now we have Hot Pink by Doja Cat. Although I don't listen to Doja Cat anymore for reasons I don't want to get into, this was one of my first vinyls, so I just kept it. Of course, the vinyl is hot pink. At the time, I did not know how to take care of vinyl, so this one is extremely scratched and damaged. My favorite song off this album is Better Than Me. Next, we have Zone by Jihyo. I really love this album so much. The pressing of this vinyl is so freaking ugly. I can't fathom how ugly it is. When I got it, it said it was gonna be melon vinyl. So I thought it was gonna be like a soft green, like, you know, like melons. No. Why is she piss yellow? Why is she mac and cheese yellow? My favorite songs on this album are Wishing on You and Room. Now we're gonna move on to my Harry Styles collection. This is self-titled. I really want Harry to come back like ASAP. It's been a while. The last time he's dropped an album, I was in 8th grade. Like, I'm a sophomore in high school now. And you still haven't dropped an album? I mean, it's not like Rihanna or Frank Ocean hasn't dropped music in years. So I guess I can't complain. Favorite songs off this album are Sweet Creature and Woman. Along with Hot Pink, Fine Line was the first vinyl that I got, since I got those two in the same day. Favorite songs off this album are Cherry and Lights Up. Now to conclude my Harry collection, Harry's House. This is the vinyl, also Piss Yellow, but I guess since it matches the album a little more. Favorite songs off this album are Grape Juice and Little Freak. And that concludes my Harry collection. Now moving on to Kali Uchis. This is Red Moon and Venus on black vinyl. Favorite song off this one is... I don't know how to say that one. I don't know how to say that one since it's in Spanish, and I do... Mi gente Latino, but I do not speak Spanish. It's hard being no sabo and listening to Kali Uchis. Anyways, my favorite song is that and Not Too Late. Now, my favorite Kali Uchis album, Or Quieres. This is one of my favorite photo shoots ever since it's so pretty, especially the gatefold. This one is on a milky clear vinyl. And my favorite songs of this one are Mi Pongo Loca and Dame Besos Muévete. This is Follow the Leader by Korn. And this one is on a red vinyl. I actually got this one from Walmart and not Target. My favorite song off this album is Children of the Corn. Now we have Megan Thee Stallion, Good News. I think this is like the third album that I got. And since I did get this one from Target, it is a red pressing. You can't see it all too well. You can't see it too much, but it's kind of like magenta in a way too. My favorite songs off this album are Free Girls and Sugar Baby. Now we're gonna move on to my Lana collection. All of these I've gotten from Target, so they're all red pressings, but I'm gonna show you Ocean Boulevard since it is the only one that's different. Here we have Born to Die. And my favorite songs of this album are Carmen and Lolita. Now we have Chemtrails Over the Country Club, the alternative cover. And my favorite songs of this album are Tulsa Jesus Freak and Dark but Just a Game. Moving on to my last Lana album, Did You Know That There's a Tunnel Under Ocean Boulevard? This is my favorite Lana album so far in the sense of music and photo shoot, because I love the shot so much of her with like the bows. The whole aesthetic of this album and the photo shoot was just so beautiful to me. Like, I love this one. This one is a little different from the rest of the red pressings. It's more pink. I really do love this album so much, so I do have a lot of favorites on this album. Favorites are Sweet, Grandfather, Please Stand on the Shoulders of My Father While He's Deep Sea Fishing. Oh my god. Paris, Texas, and Fishtail. It's not a Lana album if it doesn't have a song with a long ass title for no reason. Now we're going to move on to my MCR collection. Here we have I Brought You My Bullets, You Brought Me Your Love. My favorite songs off this album are Demolition Lovers and Drowning Lessons. Now we have Three Cheers for Sweet Revenge. This one, the pricing is really cute. It's like this bone white vinyl, and I really like the center label too. My favorites off this album are Cemetery Drive and Interlude. We have Life on the Murder Scene. Now we have Welcome to the Black Parade. My favorites off this album are Blood and Cancer. Moving on to Sabrina Carpenter. Here we have Emails I Can't Send. My favorites off this album are Read Your Mind and Decode. Lastly, we have Short and Sweet. I'm pretty sure this is a web store alternative color. This is like almost a foggy blue. I know you can't see it that well, but it is blue. And it's like milky. My favorites off this album are Good Graces and Don't Smile. Now we have Control by SZA. This one is on this really vibrant, pretty like emerald green. Favorites off the album are Drew Barrymore and Pretty Little Birds. Moving on to Olivia Rodrigo. Both of the Olivia vinyls I have are on black pressing. This is Sour. My favorites off this album are Hope You're Okay and Jealousy Jealousy. Lastly, we have Guts. My favorites off this album are Lacey, The Grudge, and So American. Moving on to Taylor, which I have the biggest collection of. Here we have Debut. My favorites of this album are The Outside and I'm Only Me When I'm With You. Now we have Red Taylor's version. This is just a oh, I forgot how heavy this one is. Now we have Red Taylor's version. I actually got this one for $15. I don't remember when, but my mom told me like, hey, this Taylor album is like $15, do you want it? I was like, well, duh. I think the black pressing fits this album way more than the red pressing since it is so like Target red vinyl. And my favorites off this album are Stay, 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 and Run. Now we have 1989. My favorites off this album are Now That We Don't Talk and New Romantics. Here we have Reputation. This is my only picture disc that I like have so far. And my favorite songs off this album are Dancing with Her Hands Tied and Dress. Moving on to Lover. I really love how she did like a two-toned thing for this one, since this one is pink and the other one is blue. I think that really goes great with the album. And my favorites are False God, Death by a Thousand Cuts, and All of the Girls You've Loved Before, which was actually my surprise song with Stay Stay Stay. Now we have Folklore. I'm so envious of the people who have all of the alternative versions of the Folklore vinyl. I think the alternative versions are so pretty. I don't remember the names of them, but I think these ones are so beautiful. I really love this pressing. It's like a beige brown color. I think it really matches. And my favorites off this album are Hoax, Illicit Affairs, and Mirrorball. Moving on to Evermore. This one is also on a really pretty green vinyl. My favorites off of this one are Evermore and Murdery. And now we have Midnights. I got this one the night of the album when it was announced, when Taylor did it at the VMAs. So I didn't know that there was going to be other variations of the album, but I think this one is probably my favorite besides the Target Purple. It is on this really pretty blue clear. I think it is so clever that the center label is a clock. I also think it is so clever how the back of the CDs and the vinyl also make a clock. Now for the Torture Poets Apartment, this is the standard edition. I think this one is even more clear than my Ariana one. My favorites off this album are Love of My Life, The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived, and Down Bad. Now for my baby, my prized possession, Torture Poets Apartment, the Anthology. When I got this, I really thought I was going to have to fight people for this. I just walked into Target at like 7 p.m, strolled in, and just got it. Like, I thought I was going to have to fight people. And I absolutely love how each vinyl has a different pressing. And the last one is by far my favorite pressing. It's like this golden vinyl and it has like ripples in it. So pretty. Favorites off this album are I Look in People's Windows and The Prophecy. And for my last vinyl in my collection, I have Ready to Be by Twice. I think it's really interesting that this one was a mystery vinyl and you wouldn't know which one that you got. It was advertised as you could get like one of the three. I think one was green, the one was purple, and then one was white. I ended up getting the white version, which I think really fits the like minimalistic look of the album. So that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and follow my Instagram. Yeah, see you in my next video. Bye! So first we have... Was that in there backwards? No, it wasn't. Wait, it was! What the hell? And this is on the glow... I can't see. Oh my god, I can't see. Oh my god, I was tripped. I almost just died. But anyways, my favorite song off of this is When the Party's Over. This is oh my god. That's how you say it. Mira, Latino. Do I have to cover that? YouTube, don't get me.